This is definitely the most speechless moment of Jennifer. Not only was she outmatched by Bruce in physical control, but even her best double-hand coordination was copied by him. In the end, because the strength was too overwhelming, she felt very uncomfortable. So, without hesitation, Bruce immediately released Jennifer to fight back. But who knew the other party was even more fearless? Looking behind the mountain, a huge hole was blasted. So Bruce, who was already embarrassed, could only strike from behind. But who knew that Jennifer, now able to jump freely, could return to the building. And she is Bruce's cousin, Jennifer Walters. Just one day earlier, during a casual outing, they were so deep in conversation that they didn't notice a spaceship suddenly appear. Since they were too close, they ran and fell off a cliff. Luckily, neither was hurt. But when Jennifer tried to help Bruce, she didn't expect Bruce's blood to drip into her wound. In the next second, her body began to mutate. In the end, she turned into a massive green Hulk. Jennifer panicked and ran away in fear. When she woke up again, she found herself in a strange jungle. Then she sneaked into a nearby bar. When she was about to clean up, a group of kind girls came in. They thought she had been attacked, so they helped her clean up and even lent her a phone to call family. But while waiting for Bruce, Jennifer was surrounded by a group of men. Though she tried to avoid them, they still followed. As they got closer, Jennifer had no choice but to Hulk out again. Fortunately, Bruce arrived just in time. But when Jennifer woke up again, she found herself in a strange lab. There was snow outside, and Iron Man's helmets inside. Then she explored further and finally reached Bruce's secret lab. This was a facility that Tony had built for him before passing away. Though Bruce joked about sending her home, it was clear that wouldn't happen. He told Jennifer that he was Smart Hulk now. He had merged both personalities and studied the effects of gamma radiation. He also found Jennifer's blood carried even more power. In the battle against Thanos, Bruce had sacrificed his arm using the gauntlet to save everyone. But he healed with Jennifer's blood. Surprisingly, her blood not only healed Bruce's injury but also helped him maintain balance. And in the earlier car crash, her exposure to Bruce's blood caused her transformation into She-Hulk. After that, Bruce destroyed all remaining blood samples and showed her the gamma energy inside. Although Jennifer couldn't believe it, the change was irreversible. Bruce could only train her to control the Hulk inside her. When Jennifer asked how long it would take, Bruce showed a notebook about 15 years. He also shared his own training experiences. Then he brought her to a special test chamber. Before she could react, Bruce activated the system. Alarms rang as giant machines moved in. Trapped in the corner, Jennifer's Hulk strength crushed the wall and broke free. Even the million-dollar glass was tossed aside. But what shocked Bruce was that Jennifer didn't lose control. She just grew stronger. At this point, Bruce realized he had battled his other side for years. Yet Jennifer had no side effects and completed her first transformation easily. Bruce had to revise his entire training plan. Even without a second personality, Jennifer needed control. So they trained more. First, they practiced endurance. As Jennifer adapted, they moved to strength tests. Jennifer threw objects farther than Bruce. Eager to compete, Bruce pushed harder. With little effort, he launched her into the sky. She even leapt over Bruce without hesitation. When it came to balance, Jennifer played with ease. After many sessions, Jennifer learned to control her powers. She later returned to her job as a lawyer. In court, she defeated Titania in one punch. Jennifer's public display made her identity known. Her superhero performance drew attention. Everywhere she went, she stood out. But Jennifer didn't enjoy fame. She wasn't interested in being a hero or joining the Avengers. She had debts since childhood and only wanted a career. But troubles kept coming. Her boss summoned her. "Can you go back to being Jen? This is serious." She replied, "Sure." The case involved Emil Blonsky's parole. Jen declined at first. The boss said, "Take the case or leave." For her job, Jen compromised. She went to the prison to meet Blonsky. After passing security, she finally saw him. Blonsky remained calm and said he had changed. He said fighting Bruce was survival. Now he wanted peace. Jen was moved. At home, she asked Bruce for advice. Should she defend Blonsky? Bruce had already received a letter from Blonsky. He said their conflict was in the past. Jen felt relieved and invited Blonsky to a future party. At that time, Bruce was leaving Earth aboard a Sikaran ship. Jen told her boss she'd handle the case. But the boss asked her to turn on the news. Blonsky had joined a fight club with Wong. It was a scene from the last episode. Jen was shocked. Angry, she returned to prison and asked Blonsky how he escaped. He said, "The Sorcerer Supreme took me. His name is Wong. Just Wong." Wong had taken him, so Jen asked Wong to testify. He agreed. Jen also told the legal team how she was misled. Then she left. But right after leaving, she came back to drop the lawsuit. The legal team found a loophole. When they called security, Jen left in a hurry. "No, what's that? Let me go." Soon, Blonsky's hearing began. Reporters broadcast outside. Jen snuck into the prison unnoticed. 7 of Blonsky's soulmates were there. Jen, who had never met Wong before, was late. A sorcerer who could teleport. Arriving late? To manage the situation, Jen asked Blonsky to explain himself. He calmly described his path to peace. He said he had started a wellness group and even helped others. His prison record showed improvement. But the escape incident remained. Angry, she returned to prison and asked Blonsky how he escaped. He said, The Sorcerer Supreme took me. His name is Wong. Just Wong. Wong had taken him, so Jen asked Wong to testify. He agreed. Jen also told the legal team how she was misled. Then she left. But right after leaving, she came back to drop the lawsuit. The legal team found a loophole. When they called security, Jen left in a hurry.
No.
What's that? Let me go. Soon, Blonsky's hearing began. Reporters broadcast outside. Jen snuck into the prison unnoticed. 7 of Blonsky's soulmates were there. Jen, who had never met Wong before, was late. A sorcerer who could teleport. Arriving late? To manage the situation, Jen asked Blonsky to explain himself. He calmly described his path to peace. He said he had started a wellness group and even helped others. His prison record showed improvement. But the escape incident remained an issue. When Jen was out of options, Wong finally arrived. He confirmed everything to the committee. Wong explained Blonsky had been forced, but Blonsky had returned on his own. Still, the committee was skeptical. They said if he escaped again, the threat would return. To reassure them, Blonsky transformed in court. The scene turned chaotic. Jen asked him to stay calm. He proved he could control the Abomination form. Even so, no decision was made that day. They delayed judgment. Wong's role in the escape was also unaddressed. Wong had committed a crime but was too powerful to stop. Meanwhile, Jen helped another client, Donnie Blaze. She got back stolen funds and removed Wong's magic contracts. But the witness remained unimpressed. Afterward, during Blonsky's release, the board approved his parole. But under conditions, he must never transform again and stay under supervision. Breaking rules meant prison again. Blonsky accepted this. But the media, led by Titania, spread rumors. They claimed the government rejected her. Interviews and cleared her name. That night, returning home, Jen was attacked. Blonsky's former followers pinned her to the wall. She panicked. But when she remembered her strength, she shouted, "Wait! Let me go!" 2 more thugs appeared, holding Asgardian weapons. "Can we rob an Asgardian worker?" one said. "Sure. Let's go."
Sorry.
After some quick moves, they were defeated. Jen didn't chase. They overestimated themselves. After picking up her things, Jen looked at the nearby car window. Not long after, Megan became Jen's unexpected client. And the next scene caught even Blonsky's attention.